Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me. It made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and the pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen the Sovereign was in a starship bound for Dahna. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Dahnan voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Xion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Xion.
It's... You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but... I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still...
No, it isn't! You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Xion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Xion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Xion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
It's the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No. The truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Dahnans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dahna.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The one separating the Renans from the Dahnans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now.
Yeah, you're right.
Except the Dahnan astral energy...
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renan Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of.
Hold up, decadent?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it.
That depends. Does it involve...
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the...
In that case, I'll let you know the next time.
Now all we need is something to fill up.
Shut up!
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
All once more. The powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... Are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of Oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Take this!
Take this!
Come on, here!
Double Tada! Vacuum blade!
I'll take you!
Elucidity!
I'll smash you!
Can you take it?
Thunder Field! Light after red! Thunder
Dragon
Blade!
Swarm!
Primed and ready!
Dragon Strike!
Can't move! Forgive me. This is my fault.
Go get!
This can do it!
Lightning Thunder Blade! Illuminate the dark! Holy Land! Where are you going?
Denied!
Here goes!
Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray! Not on my watch!
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth!
Stalagmite!
No! Can't end here!
Bring you back from Death's Abyss! Illuminate
From
the
beyond,
darkness! Magic
imbue
and
this
land!
vanquished
Holy
spirit
Land!
with love.
Here!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Being interrupted. Elucidate!
Let me help!
Can't get out of this!
Dragon Swarm!
Take that! Mega Ray! Lightning condemned!
I'm not done!
On the wind!
Thunder Blade! Here!
Illuminate the blah 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 magic!
Rending you up!
I'm all stopped up!
This can't be happening.
Illuminate the
Stay away from my friend!
Holy glimmer!
I can't lose.
Leave the torches to me!
Ignite! Take this!
Elusive deity!
Illuminate the dark!
Burning
Holy
fire!
glimmer! Holy land! Lunar corruption!
Blood! Rending you apart!
Listen to it! I'm not done!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Photons will illuminate the dark!
Negative
Come
gate!
forth, holy glimmer! Holy land!
Ruin!
Lunar corruption!
Here I come!
I'll face you! You're mine!
Lunar
Armor won't
corruption!
save you!
Lightning orb!
You're
I
mine!
never miss!
This is looking good! It's on!
Thunderblade!
Burn!
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine!
Holy glimmer! Holy land! First aid!
This is some punishment.
You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death's
Take
abyss.
this!
Thunderblade!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Come forth! Not in your dreams!
I'll bring you back
Lightning
from death's
condemned.
abyss.
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Here's a healing
Holy
art.
land! First aid!
Take this!
Demon Lash!
Thrust!
Lunar corruption!
Dragon form!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Flaming
Holy
thrust!
glimmer!
Take this!
Holy land!
Dazzle!
I'll smash you!
Take this!
Demon Lash!
You're mine!
Lightning can better heal you all!
On your
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land! Healing circle!
Rending you bloody howling!
Pull myself together.
Eat dirt!
Dragon form!
Here's a healing art!
This one's all
Illuminate
mine!
the dark!
Rending you apart!
I'll bring you down.
Bloody howling!
Ignite!
Resonate with the earth!
It's over! Mirage!
Heal!
Listen to it!
Mega ray! Lightning!
No further!
Photon spray!
I can carve through armor!
Mega ray!
Double demon fang!
Lightning orb!
Flaming thrust!
Right here! Illuminate the
You're
dark!
mine!
Mega ray!
Try
Holy
harder!
glimmer! I'm all holy
No
land!
dawn
Mega
shall
ray!
break this night!
I'm not done! It's over! Double demon fang!
Lunar lightning orb! Lunar lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
Dazzle!
Benediction light.
It's down!
Wicked! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
Thanks!
Illuminate the dark! Blah blah blah! Magic! Hold it! And again! Lightning! Lightning!
You're mine!
Illuminate the dark!
No escape!
Holy glimmer!
Pieces! Attack time!
It's in your hands now.
Armor won't save you!
Healing circle! Illuminate the
I'll bring you back from
No
death's
escape!
abyss.
Holy glimmer!
Ah!
Holy land! Resuscitation!
Vacuum blade!
Mega ray! Lightning!
Vacuum blade! Dragon form!
Elusive deity!
Lunar corruption!
Getting pile driver!
Double demon fang!
Mega ray! Holy glimmer!
Damn!
Holy land!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Listen to it!
Thunder field!
Do you require a hand?
Take this!
Lunar corruption!
Crush! Burn in hell!
Lunar blast!
Take this!
Lightning orb!
Can't be happening.
Illuminate
Couldn't
the
make
dark!
it in time.
Come forth! Holy glimmer! Ready to go!
It's go time!
Steel, ready to go! Lightning condemned!
The armor won't save you!
You're finished! Flaming thrust!
Lightning orb!
Severing wind!
Lightning condemned! Thunder blade!
You're mine! Strike!
Just what the doctor ordered!
Double demon fang!
I won't give up!
You! Stay away from my friends!
Here's his lightning
I
condemned!
can't lose!
Thunder blade! Illuminate the dark!
Ruin kick!
Can't get out of this!
Lunar corruption! Here goes!
Here I come!
The everlasting
You're
dark!
mine!
Let me help!
Negative gate!
Go get him!
Double demon fang!
Illuminate the dark!
No! Can't end here!
Resonate with the earth!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Green base and
Go
blood!
get him!
Rending you bloody
Illuminate the
howling!
dark! I'll bring you back from death to this! Land! Resuscitation! Illuminate the dark! Holy glimmer! Holy land! This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Severing wind!
Benediction right!
Can't move!
Lightning orb! Into the fray! Illuminate the dark! I'll bring you back from death to holy land!
Leave the charges to me!
I owe you one. You're mine!
Lunar corruption!
Can you take it?
Lightning orb!
You're mine!
Double demon fang!
I'll grind you into chaos!
You're mine!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul
It's
with
on!
light!
Lightning orb!
Burn! Double
Everyone,
demon
get
fang!
back! It's too dangerous!
Vacuum blades! There!
Elusive deity!
Try harder!
Lunar
Resonate with the earth!
Lunar blade!
Showtime! Green base and blood! Rending you bloody howling!
Resuscitation! Lightning orb!
Now you see what I can do!
Not done
Illuminate
yet!
the dark!
On it in a vine!
Severing wind! Here I come! Dragon!
Light! Heal!
Lightning orb! Lunar corruption!
Cut the flash!
Ruin skate!
Here's a healing orb!
Double demon fang!
No further. Lunar corruption! I'm ready! That'll bring you down!
I'm not done! It's on! It's over! Double demon
I'll
fang!
bring you back from death to this! Illuminate the dark! Come
Eat
forth!
this!
Holy glimmer! Arch steel!
Well
Now!
done!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Photon flash!
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy.
Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What? It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time,
You still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alphen, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dahna, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dahna. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Dahnan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boran was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dahna. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dahnan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman.
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alva!
It's too late! We can't stay here!
We need to go! Alphen!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers and Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissalma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissalma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I didn't see that coming about Volron.
Tell me about it. One minute
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get...
So what were they then?
is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalie?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen...
I had just so much I wanted to ask them.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance.
Both sound plausible to my ears.
Yeah, they did.
Let's see what you've got.
Take this! You got spirit!
No time.
Not on my watch!
I won't show you any mercy! It's on your win!
Bloody howler! Radiant pierce!
Take this!
And again!
Thrust! Release! Double demon bang!
He seems caring to me.
Yeah!
Fire support! Leave the
Take this! Take this! Try harder!
Take this!
Here I come!
In a bind?
Back into the fray!
Ignite!
Lightning orb! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
On your knees.
My turn!
Eat dirt!
Mirage!
I never miss!
Win! Mirage!
Ready to do it!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Illuminate the dark!
Rending you apart! Dragon bloody howling!
Holy land!
On your knees.
Don't get complacent.
Little help!
Win!
Help
This
it!
one's all mine! Catapult! Not today!
Mega ray! Hit!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Searing gale!
Not in your dreams!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Shining supernova! Radiant astral illuminate the
Imbue
dark!
this vanquished soul with beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Lunar corruption!
Your art is being interrupted.
Not done yet! Severing wind! Flaming thrust!
Lunar corruption!
Be still!
Here I go!
Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Take this!
Where are you going?
Blue escape! Dragon swarm!
Photon flash! Lightning condemned!
There!
Take that! Go!
Now you see what I can do!
Huh? Not today!
Lightning orb! Lightning
You're mine! Dragon swarm!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
It's
over.
Far enough!
Take this! Double demon fang!
I'm ready! Ringworld! Frozen!
Hammer!
Resonate with the earth!
Illuminate the beyond! Come forward! Holy
No
glitter!
escape!
Holy land!
No escape! Mirage! Be still! Lunar Mondo!
Shino!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me. Coming through!
You must try harder! Take this!
Can you take it?
Lightning orb!
Ready to rip!
Lightning condemned!
Move!
Smash you! I think I'll pass on the handshake. Radiant
This time!
Rending you
Here I
apart!
come! Ignite!
Lunar corruption!
Come on!
Lightning
Escape!
condemned! Thunder blast!
Try this!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glitter!
Benediction light.
Where are you going? Holy land! Not in your dreams!
Try harder! My turn!
Allow me to help you.
No escape!
Lunar
It's
corruption!
over.
Lightning condemned!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Lightning condemned! Thunder blast! Illuminate the dark!
Elusive demon flame!
Lunar corruption! Holy land!
I can carve through armor! On your
I can do without the pain! You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the dark!
Holy Glimmer!
Take this! Vacuum blade! Heal! Double demon fang!
Lunar Blast! Shining Supernova! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Light Astral Energy! Lightning Condemns!
You're mine!
Illuminate the sun!
I'm not done! Take this! Double demon fang!
Benediction light.
I'm not done!
Primed and ready!
Double demon fang!
Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Take this!
Here it goes! Out of ammo!
Eagle ray!
First aid!
Flaming this! Flaming thrust!
Anything in armor is all mine! Where are you going?
Negative gate! You're mine!
Lightning
Dragon form!
Condemned! Healing Circle!
Double demon fang!
Illuminate the sun! Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Vacuum blade! Burn in hell! Dragon swarm!
I don't even know the word defeat.
Lightning Orb!
Explosive ray!
Thunderbolt!
Be still!
Illuminate the sun!
Mirage!
Come forth! Holy
No
Glimmer!
escape!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Mega Ray! Back into the fray!
Here I come! Strike!
Here goes!
Double demon fang!
Lightning Condemned!
Lunar Take this!
Illuminate the
Double
sun!
demon! Try harder! Here I come! Strike! Double
Blast!
demon fang!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
We won, but